Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome to the Slaughtered Lamb. Would you like a glass of lamb's blood or a beer, perhaps? I'm Eric Harrison. Welcome to the Death Twitch-Yo. That's what I'm changing it to. It's just the Death Twitch-Yo. I get a new show on MTV called Yo MTV's Death Twitch. And I'll just rap about horror. Anyway, wow, I need to get some beer in me. I really do. So anyway, let me say anyway a few more times. I'm gonna say and anyway though. I drink every time. It sounds like I'm drunk already, but I'm not. I'm maybe a little high. that could be a possibility. Anyway, we're gonna watch American Werewolf in London from 1981, directed by John Landis, and I'm gonna drink some of this Pabst Blue Ribbon and a 40 that I got. So now you know what I'm drinking. It's nothing special, like it never really is. It's really getting to the point where it's like, you don't need to tell us that you're drinking cheap beer and a 40, Eric. We kind of like, we suspect as much. Okay, I'm gonna drink some 40 because I seriously need it to ground me. Enjoy this lovely soundtrack. The entire soundtrack references moons in one way or another. That's John Landis for you. A little tongue in cheek. Alright, I'm having more Pabst. Pabst is what I'm calling it. Everybody's like, yeah, that's what it's called, right? It's called Pabst. Pabst. That's how you have to say it, I think. Hey, can I get a Pabst Blue Ribbon, please? Like, you okay, man? Are you sure you need another? Yeah, I just need a Pabst. I don't know what my problem is. I'm really excited to be doing this because I guess it's because, like, all right. So I've been like talking about some kind of not the best movies lately. What with the Psycho remake, and then I did a Drunkentary of Jason's fucking ass goes to hell, and that was a horrible experience. And then The Car, which is a entertaining movie but still bad. I think I'm just excited to be watching a good movie for a change. Woo! Now, here's the weird thing. Sorry, I got the sniffles going on. Look, they're sheep. They're dead. They're dead sheep. Sorry, I'm doing the a lot. And anyway. Anyway. So this movie is it's fucking great. And I am really excited to be doing this, actually. So what is weird is that this isn't just a Drunkentary. Most of the times I'm just doing a Drunkentary. Sometimes I'm doing a Drunkentary on a movie I plan to review. It's kind of rare at this point. I need to turn down this volume a little. I can't hear myself. But in this case, like, I haven't reviewed it yet. I know I'm working on it. I mean, I haven't recorded my review yet. But this is actually kind of part of my prep for the review. But it's weird, like, I almost feel like I'm spoiling the movie because I'm talking about it to you guys before the review's out. But of course, this won't be out before the review. Am I making sense? Oh my god, let me have some more Pabst. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I feel like I'm spoiling it because I'm talking all about this movie before I've reviewed it. But I ain't spoiling it because I can't release this yet. Although that's unusual, I will admit. Typically, how this goes down is I'll do a Drunkentary and then immediately upload it to YouTube. So you guys get it, and I'm typically still at home, like, wasted by the time it gets uploaded. But I'm sure it'll be a few more days or a week or something before I finish this review. I'm not in any big rush. Trying to just take it at my own pace. But anyway, let's talk about American Werewolf. There's too much to say. And yes, you will be hearing me, since I'll be releasing this in conjunction with my American Werewolf review. You will be hearing me repeat some of the same points that I will have made in the review. And you're just going to have to suck it up and deal with it and have a Pabst and relax. Oh yeah, there's gonna be like too much for me to say, and I'm all giddy because I'm finally watching a good movie over here on the Death Twitch for a change. It's been a while. It seems like it's been too long. Should go on a werewolf run. Do the Howling next. I might. You know what? I am just now thinking that I might consider actually doing that. I had other movies in mind to be next, but I don't know. I'll think about it. I might do a Howling. I like the Howling. I'm more unfamiliar with the Howling than I am with an American Werewolf because I've been watching this movie since it came out. I've always loved it. I like horror comedies, and I'm unashamed to admit it. Okay, maybe a little bit ashamed, but I like horror comedies. I can't help it. And I like me a straightforward, serious horror movie too. And when I say a straightforward, serious horror movie, that doesn't mean Hostel or Saw or like, oh, it's as violent as possible. That's not necessarily what straightforward horror means. Just because it's brutal doesn't mean it's a fucking serious horror movie. But I like a serious horror movie too. But I love me some horror comedies because I think like I don't know, it's a good mix. It's like the perfect mix. It's like peanut butter and chocolate. Can't go wrong. Got your comedy and my horror, and it's okay. Look at these people. All right, so this is definitely something I'm going to mention in the review. Is like these guys are like from out of another time. You know, sure it's 1981. Sure, this is an old movie, but considering present time in the movie, it's modern times here in London, but there just happens to be like this one pub where everybody's living in the past and they're still superstitious and they believe in werewolves and they got a werewolf problem. The rest of London, the rest of the world, all modern, people don't believe in that superstitious shit, but just this one pub, dude. They just happen to have a werewolf problem. That's what you get for believing. Maybe werewolves and vampires are like Freddy. They can't exist if you don't believe in them and shit. So that's what you get for putting your star up on the wall. It's funny that back in 1981, a 5-pointed star would have been considered superstitious and like an bad omen or what's the word? Occult. Sorry, wow, I lost the word. I almost stopped the whole Drunkentary. I was going to give up on life because I couldn't fucking remember the word. But anyway, what I think I've learned, and all you know it all out there, you guys can correct me, is like the pentagram or the 5-pointed star, when it's pointed upwards, it's like a sign of good. It's a sign of being in balance with nature because the 4 points of that 5-pointed star represent the four. Sorry, I'm getting like, I don't know why. It's American Werewolf in London's making me do this. Represent like the elements: earth, wind, fire, water, and then the 5th point represents spirit, which is you, which is what you're a spark of spirit. That's life. That's what animates you. That's what beats your heart. So, like a pentagram is fine, but when it's inverted, that's when it's bad, because then your spirit, the spark of spirit that you are, that should be the top point, is now being covered by all the elements of the earth that's being buried in the material world. Okay, we're getting a little too deep here on the Drunkentaries. It's supposed to be talking about werewolves. Well, I just schooled you on some occult. I gave you an occult lesson. Well, now you know. But somebody's going to come on here and correct me because my information is probably completely wrong. I'm not trying to spread in disinformation. I'm just ignorant. But I know enough to sound smart to those that don't know enough. Does that make sense? Pseudo smart. I love this. Everything just stops. Why was he needed to like lay off the star. They wanted to get out of the cold and the rain, right? Let them have their fucking pentagram. Just have a beer and relax. He was really concerned about that star. Don't be one of these Americans when you go across to other countries. Let them have their stars. Leave them alone about it. You think that they sent them out to be killed by werewolves just because they're American? Probably, right? Because everybody hates us Americans. So I'm told. It's the word on the street. Everybody, worldwide, people seem to just not like us. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Sorry. I know we barge into your pubs and we ask about your stars. It's really rude. Fucking Americans. Leave us and our werewolves alone. God damn it. Go drink your Pabst and leave us alone. I added an extra to that one. The more drunk I get, it's just going to be like, it's going to get out of control. Pabst. Speaking of which, I need a lot more. Clearly. Because I don't know what happened. Like, I got drunk just pressing record. I swear to God, this is my first alcohol of the day. But I'm already acting wasted. And she looks like a man. Okay, before I drink this. Sorry, like, ladies, but I do notice, like, the older women get, like, I'm talking, like, old, when they start getting into, like, 60s, 70s, they start looking like men. Okay, so with that said, okay, didn't need to even bring that up, but I did. Now it's out there. Okay, so about them werewolves. About them werewolves. They're hairy. I wonder if they have fleas. I wonder if werewolves have fleas. Trying to, like, stalk and attack their prey, but they got to stop to scratch. I feel really sorry for these guys and all these opening scenes because it was super cold outside, like freezing, and then now they're getting rained on. Oh, I hate the cold so much. I really I would have quit the job if I was anybody. If I was an actor or a director, if I was John Landis and then we got out there, I'd be like, okay, second unit, you got this, guys. You got all these cold scenes, right? All right, just quit. I'd be like, I'm out. I'm out. Can we shoot this in Hawaii? American Werewolf in Maui? Come on. I think that's the way I would go. Pull like a Jaws 4 and go straight to the Bahamas. Fucking werewolf tracks us down to the Bahamas. I'm telling you, stay like if you're not into certain things as a filmmaker. I mean, maybe you can't help some stuff, but really think about it. Think about, do you really want to film there? Is it super cold that time of year? Do you really want to write rain into your movie, into this super cold scene in a super cold location where everybody there is going to be miserable? Like, look at them. They're literally dying. That's not makeup. The fact that they look like that, they're dying of, like, cold. I feel so sorry for them because I hate the cold so much. Yeah, I would be like, well, you know what? Maybe let's not write this for Alaska. We're going to Hawaii. I'm gonna write this one for Hawaii. So anyway, location, exterior, Hawaii, beautiful day. Every day, every shooting day. Beautiful Hawaiian day. On the beach, exterior, nude beach, Hawaii. I'm gonna write a movie about a nude beach in Hawaii. Just so I can film in that location and under those conditions. Oh man. This is already a bonkers Drunkentary. I like it. It's nice to be watching a good movie for it. It's no wonder I'm so jovial right now. All this mirth. It's because John Landis gave that to me. He gave me a good movie. Thank you, Maine. I owe you one. Oh. I had to blow my nose already. Golly. Golly. Ah. stupid sniffles. Ah, sorry guys. That's only going to get worse. Okay, we're within the first 15 minutes of the movie. We're about to get our first wolf attack. I wonder, I guess this guy must taste pretty good because the wolf really fucking chewed him. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Griffin Dunn, the actor's name. Jack Buffet, I guess, because that's his character's name. And this guy, David Naughton, he went on to be in one of my favorite movies ever, Brutal Massacre. I love Brutal Massacre. I don't think anybody else does. It's an Eric special. Everybody kiss my ass. But anyway, he plays Harry Plinkett. No, that's not correct at all. Harry Penderecki. He plays Harry Penderecki in Brutal Massacre. Harry Plinkett is another character altogether. Look at how fucked up he is. Oh my god. And like, what's the point of this? Like, is he eating? Is he feeding, or is he just killing? Has he just got the bloodlust? Like, is that what becoming a werewolf makes you do? You just kill just to kill, not even to feed, but just like a vampire's got to feed, right? But if you're a werewolf, you just attack everything. Just fuck it up. Just fuck it up because I'm a werewolf. You know? Is that the logic? I'll take a few bites, but I'm not eating the whole human. I got too many other people to attack. Because otherwise, if you're attacking to feed, wouldn't you just like attack a human and then eat them? Like spend a few hours eating, right? Not just going on a killing spree. I guess you get the bloodlust once you got the werewolf virus. You get the bloodlust, and she's a motherfucking hottie. Oh, I had to curse. That's how hot she is. Oh God, I'm gonna have to touch it. Touch myself at some point. I know Eric's making masturbation jokes already. I know. Eric's always talking about jerking it. I know. Trust me, I should know. I'm the one always talking about jerking it. This pervert of a nurse, she's all, I took a look at his junk. She's all so happy. Isn't that like, if some guy said that today in a movie about like some male nurse, like, I checked out her junk when she was passed out, there would be like riots in the street. 1981, of course, was a more liberal time. People were so much more relaxed back then. People were more relaxed. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Did I mention this nurse is a hottie? I want to go. I'm not feeling so well. I think I need to go to this particular hospital. They give you fucking real good service, this hospital. I don't understand why. Oh wait, no, that's not true. I do understand. I always say this, like, I always catch myself. I'm like, 'cause I'm not a girl. I don't know what girls find attractive. But I can just take guesses, so I'm just always like, what is she seeing this dude? Like, why is she so head over heels for this guy? Apparently it's the animal magnetism, because he now has that, because he's a werewolf. He's got that primal animal vibe about him that I guess attracts the ladies. But I have to keep reminding myself, because I don't know what like a hot guy looks like, but I'm just assuming he's not. So I'm like, why is she so into this guy? Because that's a hot ass nurse, dude. And it makes me feel like inadequate. Oh, this guy can get a hot ass nurse and I can't? Like, what do I gotta do? I need to get fucking attacked by a werewolf, apparently, in order to get me some nurse action. I gotta get some wolf action before I get that nurse action. If I can get me a werewolf that is a nurse, a hot nurse when she's not a werewolf, but I'll take both. Fuck it. We'll get rough in the sheets. We'll both turn into wolves and just have some crazy animal sex. Oh, this is a fun time. I'm gonna drink some more Pabst. Oh, is this Frank Oz? I hate this character so much. Right now, I want to bust this bottle on his face. Frank Oz, nothing wrong with him, but this character. Fuck this guy. This is no reason to be upset, even though you were attacked by a werewolf and your friend's dead. Shut up, bald guy. Get out of here with your bald head. Take your mustache and your glasses with you. Long enough for all the nurses to get a check of your fucking junk, apparently. That's how long you were there. They all got a peek there, probably taking selfies with it. Oh, wait, there wasn't cell phones back then. But today, that's what would be going on. All the nurses would be taking selfies with this guy's junk when he was passed out. Put that shit on Instagram. Oh, that's probably what's going to be in the remake. Oh, now I'm bringing it down. For those of you out there with a soul that actually don't support most remakes. Ha! That's right. And I just insulted the rest of you. Suck it. Hit the dislike button. Show your dislike for me now. I don't give a fuck. It doesn't do anything at all. I know. Okay, go ahead and name the 5 fucking good remakes out of like the 1,000 that exist. Go ahead and name the 5 and prove me so wrong. I know. Go ahead. All right. All right. What, we're 22 minutes in, I'm already challenging the audience and telling them their opinions are wrong. It's a Drunkentary. All right. Your opinion's wrong. I know what's right. And remakes aren't right. And I don't think that we need a remake of An American Werewolf in London. I'm just saying. It's just my opinion. I think that they could just re-release the movie instead of remaking it. And people would probably go to see it. I like the comedy can be funny in this movie and it can be awkward. This is slapsticky. It's really awkward. I'm surprised it was even kept in. But it works. It's so absurd. But the way that this doctor observes these slapstick moments is like the way that we look at that. Like, are you done? is this moment over yet? That's the way the audience also feels. Like, okay, is this over now? Comedy's fine, but it's almost you almost get the sense of like some Sam Raimi comedy bits in this movie. It almost has a tinge of Sam Raimi to the comedy. Damn, look at that guy, stoic as can be. He's like, I don't like comedy. I'm sorry, I'm British. I don't like to laugh. And now I insulted those guys. All right, that's a whole country down. How many other countries I gotta insult? How many more we gotta go? Smiling is overrated. Only Americans enjoy themselves. I don't even know like what that voice is supposed to be. So, don't take it personally. I don't know what I'm even doing. Oh, poor guy's a werewolf and he's got a hot nurse that wants his nuts. Whatever shall he do? If only I had that predicament. What if like I don't know. Never mind. I was gonna take it into weird territory, and maybe I shouldn't. Because I was like thinking about your okay, like so if you're a werewolf and then you transform and you're like your junk transforms too. Like so, do you then have a like a bigger wolf dick or what's going on there? Or what if you could focus your transformation like you become really adept at, and you just focus your just to your dick. so so so, so you have like a big, big elaborate transformation scene with just your junk when you're hooking up with a chick and you're like, "Oh, watch this." Woo! You start howling at the moon and like your fucking cock and balls just like grow out of your pants all big and hairy. Sorry, like that's probably some visuals you didn't need, but hey, it's an interesting idea. What if you can focus it just to like one part at a time? You just master your wolfness. You just grow a wolf hand to jerk yourself off with a hairy wolf hand. And that's when I officially jumped the shark. Like you just witnessed it. You were a part of it. You heard it here first. The Death Twitch has now just jumped the shark. Jerking it with a wolf hand. I told you it would eventually come around to masturbation. Wow. I can't believe I'm so not wasted, but I fucking feel and I sound wasted. I'm so happy to be watching a decent movie that I'm like drunk with joy. But seriously though, let's go back to this. I want to talk about like being able to focus your wolf power. Just you want to improve it, like impress a girl. So you're hooking up for the first time and you pull it out and she's like, "Oh, okay, it's alright, it's cute." But then you like focus your wolf power to transform your dick into a wolf. Oh, this is going off the rails. I'm sorry, I'm crying. Okay. Let's not talk about that anymore. Well, I'll probably bring it up more later as I get drunker, but how about I not gonna bring up wolf dick again? But let's talk about something else for the time being. Again, look at this. Hot nurse trying to fucking hand feed you in bed. Dude, I need this in my life right now. I need this. She can give me CPR. Yeah. Oh, you can take drastic action. I need a sponge bath. Is it getting uncomfortable for you? You can start talking in my creepy voice. "Oh, yeah. You like it, nurse, don't you?" Gets even creepier and just creepier. Drunkentary, sorry. It's going to end like that, too. "You're such a bad nurse, aren't you? You want some Pabst?" I'm not even. That joke's just getting worse. But I'm gonna ride it into the ground. I'm gonna ride that joke into the ground throughout this whole Drunkentary. Pabst and wolf hand. Those are now the themes of this Drunkentary. Fucking sniffles, dude. Ridiculous. I'm gonna have to go get some more Kleenex. Okay. I need to drink some more Pabst. I can't even say it without laughing. Alright, chugging. Chug with me. Here we go. Let's get a fucking major buzz going right now. Oh, that carbonation. It's like they just put acid into the fucking drinks, into your beverage. That's what it feels like. I don't know if anybody else has this problem. Not that I dislike carbonation, because I do. but it fucking hurts sometimes. And it's like acid. It's like eating you alive. It feels like trying to chug something with a high carbonation is. Oh my god! It's like battery acid. I know I'm a pussy. I'm a pussy. I know. I know this. I have a low pain tolerance. Damn, she's hot. I don't know if I mentioned that. You can read to me. Do whatever you need to do. I think you need to take my temperature. You guys get that one, right? I don't need to explain that joke. You get that one. You sickos. Only sickos get that joke. Of course, I'm the one that told it. Seriously, I want to wolf out on her though. Turn into a wolf mid-sex. Doggy style. Sorry, it suddenly turns into bestiality. Like some freaky sex suddenly turns into like illegal ass bestiality. That's getting wrong. I know it's getting wrong. Speaking of wrong, this nightmare. Well placed and well executed. You know, the first time anybody's seen this movie, and I know it's pretty much the case for everybody that's ever seen this, like you just don't see this coming. Watching a movie about werewolves and stuff, and there's a love story going on. It's in London, and then all of a sudden, fucking murderous Nazi werewolves show up and burn the family house down. I remember, like, it's awkward the first time, but the more like I watch the movie, the more I realize how genius it is, where it's placed in the movie, the way it's executed. It's good. I really have the sniffles, like, seriously bad. Ugh, god damn. I'll be right back. I can't believe I have to miss this awesome scene. This is ridiculous. I'll be right back. Have a drink while I'm gone. Can you hear me coming back? Sniffling? Sniffling and coughing? Alright. What did I miss? Oh, I missed a few fake outs. So, John Landis apparently had written this movie in like 1970 or 1969 or something. And we kept trying to get it made throughout the 70s and nobody would make it, but then he wound up making all those other movies he's famous for, and you know, it took a few hits before they got comfortable enough to let him have a budget to do his movie. I love that line and that delivery. That's like perfect comedy. You know what? This makes me glad it took him so long to get the movie made, because I feel like he had time to perfect the script and really think about what he was doing and how it was going to be done. Look at that makeup job. Look at the makeup. Ugh, makeup. Remember makeup? I miss makeup. Makeup effects. Shit, makeup effects, that phrase didn't even exist until this movie was... Oh my god, it looks so good. Until this shit was made. Makeup and effects were separate things. At least they were considered to be. Ooh, brutal. I love it. Wow. The juxtaposition. That's the best I'm gonna say it. That's your best. That's your best one. That's your best take. Of like the comedy and the horror. It's perfect. Like look at how horrific he looks, but he's acting funny. It's like the perfect balance. It's a good balance. I like it. I'm really glad that I decided to review this. Well, I always knew I would. I've been waiting for years to do this, actually. It's just one of those movies that was so good, I kind of just wanted to wait. It's like savoring it. Does that make sense? I've been savoring, like, waiting to do this one for years. Like, years. I've been thinking about it, like, going, oh, man, I'm going to review American Werewolf one day. One day I'm going to review American Werewolf. It's going to be so good. And now's the day. And it does feel good. Look at him. Oh, my Lord. I'm getting hungry right now. I need a steak. Rare. Suddenly hungry for some beef jerky. Ugh, God, look at that. You can, like, see into his cheek and shit. The depth. Good job, Rick Baker. That's an understatement. Oh, wow. Well, that was a Pabst burp. Yeah, I'm trying to give a shout out to Rick Baker there. Good job. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take notes here. I'm gonna take notes something real quick. I have my notes for my review ready, so haven't done it yet. So I'm still prepping. Let's see. Okay. So what I wrote in my notes was I want to talk about how John Landis had, presented all these great effects mostly under bright lights and in bright environments, which is not normal for a horror movie, and that's fucking one of the things I love about this, because that's something I always said, and I often complain about when a horror movie looks too much like a horror movie, when it's got horror movie lighting and the locations are maybe just a little too cliche. I can't stand it. Like, it's okay to do a scene during the day. It's okay for it to be under normal lights. Let it look normal, like a fucking situation that we would all find ourselves in, with normal lighting, and it'll be scarier. Not the fucking spooky, oh my god, it's so dark, but the character's perfectly lit horror movie lighting bullshit. I don't know. That just gets on my nerves. But it can be done right. I'm not saying like there can be no style to your horror movie or to your cinematography. That's not what I'm saying. Because there are movies that still will do horror movie lighting, but they can do it right because there's a stylistic point to it. But some movies are like trying to be realistic, but then they just throw in all the Hollywood lighting, and it's like, well, you've lost your realism. But yeah, you can still do style and have it work. But we have to go into that movie knowing that this is a style movie. Like, this is presented with a style, with a theme. It's an auteur's movie that presents things in not necessarily a realistic way. Like Suck, for instance. Very stylistic movie. And I'm okay with it because the whole movie is presented that way. But yeah, like something like this is cool because it's like taking this idea, the myth of the werewolf, and grounding it back down into reality, a reality that we can relate to. Things are set in just normal, everyday lighting, not spooky fucking horror movie lighting and Dutch angles and whatever the shit. No, it's just like, look, this is an environment you guys are familiar with. Not necessarily this particular flat, but we've all lived in apartments or whatever that look like this. So yeah, that shit works for me. I like that. Good job, John Landis. I don't know if that means anything to you. I'm sure it doesn't, coming from me. Like, Eric who? Never heard of him. I don't give a fuck. If you'll excuse me, I gotta go work on Schlock 2. The long-awaited sequel. Dude, I need some animal magnetism because, my lord, I need a hot nurse to just be like, will you come to my house and fuck me, please? That's what she's saying. She's like, please come to my house and put it in me. This is her. Like, here's a tour of my house. Here's a tour of my panties. And here, the panties are on the floor of my house. Here's a tour of my vagina. You can move right in here. Rent is about 7 inches a day. Can you pay that? Okay, good. We got a deal. I like how she. Well, you know what? I don't like it. I think the first time she says, "I find you attractive," is funny. And this is very realistic and down to earth the way she would say that, because I can't help but feel like that's an accurate, realistic thing. Like, she can't help the fact that she's attracted to his animal magnetism, but she's not that kind of person that would just bring somebody home. So she's trying to like tell him, like, I don't do this. Like, I don't do this. But here you are. And here's my vagina. Go to work. um, but shit, here we go. Love scene with some Van Morrison and some soapy showering to some Van Morrison. I couldn't be happier. I forgot what if I was going to a point just now, and I totally just didn't finish my thought. Sorry. I get distracted by like shower shagging. You know how it is. Shower shagging is pretty distracting. I don't know why I'm so wasted, and I got so much beer left to drink. Let's drink. Ah, man, she wants that Wolf D. Wolfman's got nards. Oh, if she stopped and said that in the middle of the scene. Oh god. Oh god. If they had like crazy sex until they like climax, and then she's all, Wolfman's got nards. This Drunkentary is ridiculous. Ridiculous. It seems funny to me because I'm drunk right now. If I listen back to this, it's probably going to be super embarrassing. That's what I suspect. I guess that's just your typical Drunkentary. So, Wolfman's got nards. If she like pulled his pants down and then said that, all surprised. God damn it. Sorry, I'm dying with this one. Oh, there's too much material to work with here. Ooh, he's green now. He matches the color of his jacket at this point. He's rotted that much that you can just compare him to the shade of his jacket. See, it's been really cool. They've had it all under lights, bright lights, normal lighting, and now they're going to take it into dark, but they do it purposefully, like for a good reason. This works because we've already seen so much of his effects out, just right out in the bright lights, and we know that it looks great. This works. He is a little bit green though. I don't know. I've never seen a dead body. Maybe they turn green. What do I know? He can manipulate physical matter, apparently. He's happy that he understands. He's like, yeah, that is right. Good job. It's pretty simple now that you say it like that. He's like, you just had the crazy wolf sex, didn't you? Did you show her the nards? Did you show her your nards? Yeah. Did you wolf them out? Did you wolf out your balls? You just wolf out your balls only. Like, they just get super hairy and big. God damn. This one's gonna kill me. I'm gonna die of laughter. I always chose like this side of the werewolf. I always thought that werewolves were more interesting than vampires, right? But like the idea that you could focus, you could focus your transformation to different parts of the body at a time is really makes me want to be a werewolf even more. Just grow out some big ass hairy wolf balls. All right, I'm sorry. I got like tears. Woo! I'm easily entertained by myself, no less, but myself and Pabst, Dean Pabst. Dude, why is she so fucking cute? Why is she so cute? Is it? Does she have animal magnetism? Is that what it is? Is she also a werewolf and I'm just attracted to it? It's probably what it is. It's probably what it is. Pardon. Haven't done this in a little while. Hopefully this turns out. Hopefully I've been recording this whole time. Okay, good. I have. Woo. Sometimes I freak out about that. Sometimes I'm not sure. Dude, she's so cute. I can't take it. Like, oh no, here it comes. Eric's drunk and horny now. It's going to be that part of the Drunkentary. Like, look, dude. Eric, pause the movie. Go to Pornhub. Take care of your shit and come back and we'll finish this werewolf movie. She's so into this guy, like she doesn't care what he could say. He could be like, I'm Jack the Ripper. Pull out a knife and she'd be like, oh, you're so adorable. You're so cute. Let me see them wolf nards again. What do you think? What is better, this or Teen Wolf? There's no comparison there, but still, Teen Wolf's cool too. Teen Wolf's cool. I might have to just go on a werewolf run and do this and The Howling and Teen Wolf. Just randomly Teen Wolf in there. Oh yeah, did I mention that I don't think I ever mentioned that today is St. Patrick's Day, 2017. I didn't mention that. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Mid-Drunkentary. Now you're getting it. I know this is not a St. Patrick's movie, is it? Well, I didn't even know. I just don't care. Sorry to like people that are, I don't know, that take that holiday really seriously, I guess. But I just don't keep track of that. I didn't know until like, I think last night I was like, wait, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day? Oh, okay. Well, I was going to do a Drunkentary. I actually stopped and thought about it for a second, like, should I do one on like Leprechaun or something? But it's like, no, you know what? It's cool. Every other channel on YouTube's got that taken care of. Every other of those thousands of channels on YouTube will all be doing a Irish St. Patrick's Day video today. I think they got it taken care of. And besides, you won't even see this till after the fact anyway. But still, just know that this is what I was doing on St. Patrick's Day, was watching American Werewolf in London and talking about wolf balls and drinking Pabst. So happy Green Day to you, I guess. If you care about that kind of thing. That sounded lovely. Seriously, every other. I'm sorry, but I know I'm being an asshole right now, and I know that I'm being an asshole. I'm being an asshole, and that's okay. But every other horror channel they just uploaded their Leprechaun review. You've got like 25 other reviews you need to go watch of the Leprechaun movie. Enjoy that. Have fun with that. Man, I am drunk. Honestly, I think it's because I haven't been drinking a ton lately. I've been going days and days without beer. It's unusual, but that's because I've been high. It's because I've been smoking the weeds, smoking the shrubs. And I like to go a few days without beer because then I lose a chin or two. It's true. If I just don't drink for a little bit, I suddenly start getting skinny because this stuff I love beer, but it just immediately becomes fluff. It just becomes a layer of fat on my belly as soon as I drink it. And believe it or not, I care about that kind of shit. Because I want hot nurses to fucking take care of me. You can't be a fat, beer bellied loser and expect hot nurses to come running. So that's probably why I'm so wasted. I am wasted. The Slaughtered Lamb is like the worst pub. They have the worst service. I'm writing that down. I'm making that a point now in my review. Hey, this is like behind the scenes. You got to witness it. Because it's true. This is what I'm writing. The Slaughtered Lamb has terrible service. Because it's so true. They've got a werewolf problem. They don't want to tell anybody else about it. It's going to keep being a problem for them and other people. But it's their little dark secret that this one pub in London insists on keeping. There's this one dark secret. Sorry, in England. I know. You're about to reprimand me for being a stupid American. I know. I like this part. That's enough. This fucking stupid little pub in their dark secret. Just tell somebody you got a werewolf problem and get some help. Why are you keeping it a secret? Like, it's a problem. It's not just it's a problem for humanity. Like, be like, listen, everybody, we got a werewolf. That's enough. He's so angry. Why are they so dramatic at the Slaughtered Lamb? Dude, just get some help for your werewolf problem. What the hell? These are like the people on Facebook that like they insist on just making a big drama about their shit instead of just getting some help. That's enough. You stop telling them about our werewolf problem. Keep that to ourselves. We don't need no stinking help. Oh, she wants it right there in the street. Look at her. She's thinking about it. Like right here? Right here in the middle of the street. Come on. Give it to me. Give me some pavement burns. Oh, I'll give you a pothole. I'll fill in your pothole. Wow. Road sex puns. I like this about these kinds of movies, especially older movies. And this is something I'm probably going to talk about. Yeah, I will definitely talk about in the upcoming review. It's like, even though we did get our first wolf attack within the first 15 minutes, and we did get a crazy dream, we haven't had any wolf action all this time. And it's a slow build up, and I'm okay with that. But like, I know audiences today are not used to it because that has changed. This just changed the way that Hollywood has presented movies, the pacing and the flow. Everything's fucking rapid fire now. There's gonna be a kill. There's gonna be a wolf kill in the remake like every fucking 7 minutes. But not in this one. They take their time building up to it. It's cool. It's cool. I like it. I like getting to know my characters a little bit in a movie. Imagine that. Taking the time to actually get to know characters. What is this, 1981? Oh, yeah, it is. Back when they made movies and not music videos. Not like extended music videos, which is what it is now. Extended music videos. They used to make movies once upon a time. Is that part of the Drunkentary? Back in my day, they used to make werewolf movies. This whole scene, like, it seems like it's a waste of time, but it's just showing the anticipation that he's dreading. Like, is something gonna happen? Some shit's gonna happen or no? Just waiting around to find out if you're gonna wolf out. Yeah, I can imagine that'd be like, I'd be pretty anxious. I don't know what's up with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, but they keep showing Mickey and Minnie. Damn, naughty Nina. Naughty Nina. I'm going to look that one up right after this movie's over. Naughty Nina plays a nurse, hopefully. Yeah. Okay, I gotta talk about this song real quick. So, whether you're listening or not, right now we're at the part of the movie where David is anxious about if he's going to turn into a werewolf this evening. And they're playing Bad Moon Rising by Credence Credence Clearwater Revival. And my sister, you know how like you have I do this all the time where you just hear lyrics wrong or whatever and you think that the lyrics were a different way the whole time. Well, my sister has lyrics to this song, "Bad Moon Rising," where he's singing, "There's a bad moon on the rise," where she hears him say, "There's a bathroom on the right." that cracks me up, because then I can hear it now. Don't go. Yeah, there's a bathroom on the right. There's a bathroom on the right. I'm like, oh, thanks, buddy. Thanks a lot. Bad Moon is the name of a horror movie, a werewolf movie. Check it out. I believe it's from like 95. I think it's got Dennis the Menace in it. There's a bathroom on the right. Alright. What do we got? Oh, we got like a whole 39 minutes left. We're about to get our famous transformation scene coming up here pretty soon. Eventually. They had to cut to some more hot nurse action. Like, remember how hot she is? Before we show you this werewolf. Look at this hot nurse some more. I want more beer. I'm not even done with my current beer, and I already want more beer. That's drunk problems right there. Oh, here it comes. Jesus Christ! That's what he said in the movie. I'm not just taking the Lord's name in vain. I was quoting the movie. Jeez, man. It looks shitty turning into a werewolf. But I wouldn't mind being a werewolf. It's shitty like if it hurts that much. Yep. Let's just admire it. Let's just watch it. We're just going to watch this. Because what can really be said, but other than like, this is great. Oh, it looks like it hurts. It hurts me just looking at it. Ah. Oh. There's a few, yeah, like that. There's a few shots that could have been improved just by framing, just framing. Everything else is everything's genius. A few of the framing shots could have been better, but this was 1981. Filmmaking was not like they literally just didn't know all the tricks yet. They didn't even know all the techniques. It was still being learned and discovered. He looks like a caveman right here. There's Mickey again. What's with Disney? I have to figure that out. Ooh, I like that shot when his eyes open. All these shots right here. Oh, look at this. Look at it. This is the commentary now. Look at the movie. Look, oh, beautiful. And then, all this was set to lovely little tune instead of like some horror movie music with some horror movie lighting. Now here's the problem where I will bring this up in my review. I do have a little bit of an issue with this. I guess it's okay. They gave us that fucking transformation, which is amazing. I just don't like all the quick kills here, like just a flash of a wolf face and then like that's it. It's over. They could have done more, but I think that John Landis did it this way on purpose because he just showed us so much. So now it's like that was our treat. Now this is kind of like afterthought almost to the transformation scene. So I think that's why he kind of rushes through these scenes, at least up until the subway part, which is fucking great. I want to be drunker, so I'm going to drink some more. That's good logic, right? That was funny. The look on her face when the wolf head pops into frame, she just kind of looked kind of confused and annoyed a little bit. What's that? Like, what's that? You're being eaten by a werewolf. That's what that is. She's like, yeah, I took that patient home to fuck. Sorry. Is that against protocol? My bad. Yeah, I boned him. He's a werewolf. It was good. It was good sex. Worth it. Fire me if you gotta. That sex was worth it. Like when he did me doggy style, he really did me doggy style. She's so hot. I can't take it. Yeah, I want her number too. Can I get your number? Hot nurse that just takes guys home to fuck in the shower. What's that number again? This guy's got to have his drink on him. Sure, I'll go wander in the woods, but where's my rum and coke? Uh-oh. They didn't even show that guy die. They didn't even justify it. They couldn't have given us one more quick wolf flash. Roar! Why not? Roar! I'm going to say, let me say 5 more times how hot she is in that nurse's outfit. Okay, I'm done. Seriously. Be looking up some nurse porn after this. Naughty Nurses 12 Nurses Strike Back, or like Return of the Anima or something. I don't know. Return of the Anima. There's so many things that are funny about that, because an enema is not what I would call a sexual activity thing, but it's the return. So this it's already been dealt with in one of the other Naughty Nurses sequels. This is the return of the enema. It's the German version. Naughty Nurses 12 in Das German. This is a wacky Drunkentary. I like it. I hope you guys like it. If you don't, I mean, it's on you, I guess. I did my part. It's like you have to put in some effort to try and enjoy it too. You can't just passively sit there and be like, entertain me. You got to try to get my jokes and get on my level. You got to get on my level. These three bums, this whole scene, this does not need to be in here. This whole thing could come out. I'm writing that. That's another note I'm making. Bum scene unnecessary. Because this movie, I love it. It is not perfect, but it's very close. Especially for 1981 horror comedy, first of its kind almost. It's just about perfect, but not always. Not always. There's a few... Ooh, pardon me. It's Pabst talking right there. There's some things that... There's a few things that could be improved. But yeah, it's pretty good though. It's almost perfect. We got our subway scene here, which is a fantastic scene. Never been in a subway myself, but now, if I ever find myself in one, I'll be packing some silver bullets, just in case. Pabst is okay. I don't know if it gets a bad rap, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. That guy's got a small little hand. He looks like he's got a baby hand. He's got a baby hand. You can't take on werewolves with baby hands. Fucking everybody's wearing a suit in this movie. You British. You're so dapper. Run, dude. Run. He's not killing to eat. He just likes to kill. He's a murderous wolf. It's not about feeding. He's just like, you know what? Wrong place, wrong time, buddy. I'm a werewolf. You're not. You lose. That's what it comes down to. It's like a survival of the fittest. You just got to be matter of fact about it. Like, yeah, sorry, you shouldn't have been here this right now. Like, now you're gonna die. And that's what happens. Only the strong survive. Only the werewolves survive. Escalators are scary. Oh, here it comes. Great shot. Stuff like this. Ugh. That's when you know you're watching a good movie. Like, that was like a Halloween thing. Keep it from a distance. Barely show your fucking monster, your thing, your character, your creature, your whatever it is. When you can... That's when you know the difference between a good and a bad movie. When you're watching a bad horror movie, it's got fucking shitty-ass horror movie lighting and your shitty-ass cliche location. Fucking keeping their shitty effects in the fucking shadows in the dark because they know they look shitty. Doing too many close-ups and too much fucking rapid-fire editing. That's a bad movie. I just explained it to you. A better movie is like, okay, when they don't have to fucking edit it rapid-fire, they can just let a take go on and roll and, fuck it if the audience gets bored. If they don't have the attention span, that's their own fucking fault. We don't need to film this fucking wolf up close all the time. Let's put it at a distance, a long ass distance. Make them fucking stare at it from a ways away and get a like sense of its size that way. Like stuff like that, dude. Like, oh, we can fucking do our awesome ass effects, and we're not gonna put it in some shitty horror movie lighting with some stupid ass fucking cliche horror movie soundtrack. No, we're gonna put this shit right in the middle of some normal looking flat under some normal looking lighting with some normal looking music playing. I love it. That's how you tell the difference between a good and a bad movie. I just explained it. Got schooled. Go on Facebook right now and just tell everybody I just got schooled by Eric. I got schooled. Oh, you also have to have a hot nurse. That's what makes your movie. And there was nothing after that. It's just what makes your movie. Man, there's penis shots in this movie, but they're like luckily at such a distance away. It's like luckily it's not close-ups, like extreme close-ups on this guy's junk. Good old comedy in your horror when it's done right. Granted, not I'm not saying every horror comedy out there is fantastic because that's certainly not true. And look, I'm right now. I'm drunk, and I know you can tell by the fact that I'm stumbling and slurring over my words. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. This looks like Damien. That'd have been great if this was like if this really was Damien. Like they just happened to have his character do a cameo in American Werewolf. Now, I want to say that this had to have been awkward. Especially more awkward now that society is more uptight than it was in 1981. Filming this in 81, I'm sure everyone, including the kid, all had a good laugh. But you think about the reality of, oh, here's an adult nude man on set, has to interact with this child actor in front of, 30 crew members out in the open during the day. I don't know. If I was David Nottam, I'd have been like, do we really have to film this scene? Do I really have to stand next to this little kid naked? Do I really have to do this? Can you CGI this scene so that can you green screen this? Like I said, look, 1981 was a different time. And I'd rather go back to 1981 when people were way more relaxed. But this is 2017, and these days it would have just been a big deal. And I personally would have been awkward with that whole like I don't want to be naked next to this kid. I'm sorry. Give me an 18-year-old that looks real young or something. Just make sure it's an adult. I don't know. I'm just not cool with that. But you gotta get your scene. You gotta get the scene shot somehow. And it was all in good fun anyway. But I'm just like, not wanting to be naked on film as it is in a movie. Can you imagine that? And like, I don't want to film a fucking nude scene with some kids around. I just always think about that when I watch that scene. Like, how awkward. Gotta be professional. gotta be professional and be nude in the scene with the kids. Hey, it's what the scene calls for. And now he's cross-dressing. He's all cross-dressed. $23 to go. And we're closing in on the ending here because it kind of like it ramps up. I feel like the pacing ramps up here, especially from here on out. It's gonna like get faster. Why does she see in this guy? Oh yeah, it's the werewolf nards. she sees his wolf nards, I guess, but still, whatever. That's the way it is when I'm like I said, I don't know what I don't know what a fucking girl finds attractive, but every time I watch movies, I'm like, dude, really? Is that what it takes? What does it take? You just got to be some goofy looking dude. You can get a hottie just like that. I'm always confused. Like that's what they're into. That's what they're into. Like I found out, like I know this is gonna sound ridiculous. I guess it's gonna. I'm a dude. I don't know, but I found like girls like literally like actually find like The Rock attractive, and to me like I don't know. I'm a guy. What do I know? But I was always like, no way that we'd find The Rock. Like he's just like a big gross steroid muscle. He's like a big greasy steroid muscle. The Rock. I'm not. He's a funny person. He seems like a nice guy, but like I didn't really think that the girls would find. I thought that was a stereotype, like huge muscly guy, like muscles on like the his muscles are working out to build their muscles. Like I thought that was a stereotype, but they really actually find that attractive apparently. Like big greasy gross. Like ew, okay, I didn't know. What? Like I don't stand a chance. I don't got those. I ain't got muscles on muscles. And I'm not. I don't know. I can never fucking tell what girls want. You got to be a werewolf or The Rock, I guess. You got to shoot steroids or be a lycanthrope. It's one or the other. If you don't got money, you need to have wolf DNA or you need to be Dwayne Johnson. Because working in my theater, that's how I learned that. Like all the girls would like when I rock. Oh my god! Like oh wow, you're really into that. I thought this was kind of a stereotype. I thought there was a limit to how much muscle you wanted, but apparently there's not. I know. At this point, it's just me whining. Like I can't get a girl. I'm not good enough for a girl. Yeah, I'm not good enough to be jacked around by a female. Jacked around. I mean that. Both literally and figuratively. Metaphorically. I believe he yelled, "The Pope is a faggot." I believe he yelled, "The Pope is a faggot." You could get away with that in 1981 again. Back when you could get away with filming nude scenes with kids and yelling about the Pope being a faggot. You could get away with it. And you could smoke in a restaurant back then, too. I feel like this is true. I feel like this scene is portraying a truth. Like, if you tried to get arrested, it wouldn't work. But, like, I've been arrested just because I was around other criminals. Like, other people breaking the law. Like, I wasn't. I just happened to be in the area, so I got arrested along with everybody else. Fucking bullshit. You can literally be in the wrong place at the wrong time. Like so clearly I wasn't trying, but if I was trying, I'm sure they wouldn't have. They'd be like, move it along. Like the fucking Pope is a faggot. What else do you want me to say? Arrest me. Like, come on. Stop joking around. Like what? Dude, I am Jack the Ripper. Arrest me. Like, you're a funny one. But like, just being somewhere is enough to get me arrested, apparently. Not if I actually tried. Oh, this movie's about to end so fast. It just like, it speeds up like the snowball effect. Ultimately, these cops do no good at all. I'm writing that down. Still taking notes for this movie. Hey, I'll get the review done eventually. In a month or so. I'll do it in like probably about 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Whenever I get off my ass, I'll get it done eventually. I like how this is shot right here. Just real slow. Real slow dolly. Across the scene. It's a good way to do it. It's kind of heartbreaking right now, too. Like, he has to call his family and say goodbye. He can't even get a hold of his family. Apparently, his whole family left like the baby, like the little kid of the house alone by itself. So he's the only one he can get through to. It's like a little kid that shouldn't be home alone. And he has to tell the little kid like to tell his family goodbye. It's kind of heartbreaking. Like, oh my god, I'm a werewolf. Now I gotta end my shit. Like, oh, I'll never see my family again. How sad. I'll never get to have sex with that hot nurse again. How really sad. Maybe one more quickie. Maybe one more quickie. Under the full moon. All the extras walking by. I was in a movie. I waited around for 12 hours and I walked by in one scene. It was great. You could see me for 1 second. Did you see me there? It was me. That was my shoulder. I was in the movie. Woo! I'm so drunk during this one because I don't get drunk as much as I used to that I'm hoping that this is actually both hopefully any kind of entertaining and like that you can even understand what I'm saying because I'm struggling to enunciate my words right now. It's a little bit of a struggle. Like seriously right now the way that I really want to say that is a little bit of a struggle. I'm not joking. I have to force myself to really enunciate. I'm like, okay, Eric, you're fucking wasted. We get it. See you next Wednesday is some kind of a John Landis in-joke between him and himself. I don't think that anybody else is in on that joke. He just uses "see you next Wednesday" in all of his movies. Oh my god, I'm slurring so bad. That's why I'm talking like this. When he says he uses a "see you to the," it's fucking weird. Ah, that's how drunk I am. I actually really have to concentrate. Gotta focus. I like this how they filmed their own porn. I gotta mention that. Write that down. Leave it to John Landis to be like, hey, we have to film our own porn for this movie, and we have to film it first because this was the first thing that they shot. Like, can you imagine? I'm a Hollywood director. I got to go to work on my new movie. It's about werewolves, but first I have to film a porn in London. Dude, my notes are getting real sloppy. Like, I hope I can read that shit later when I'm sober. Be like, what was I rambling on about porn for? This is great. Deliver like a laugh and a genuine laugh because he's good at comic timing. And that's why this movie works. But yeah, deliver a genuine laugh right before some horrific shit happens. Why not? Mix it up. The reason this shit works is because John Landis actually, my God, I'm slurring. He actually has really good comic timing. He knows how to time that shit. Thank God this is almost over. I can't even speak. 13 more minutes of me going werewolf nards. That's an animatronic Jack. I'm just watching the movie. Sorry. I got all into it. Excuse you. That's really weird. You shouldn't do that. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Why would you even fucking do that? Bring that on my Drunkentary, motherfucker. Bust this fucking 40 on your skull. Yeah, I'm drunk. I'm sorry. Threatening myself with violence right now. This guy is such a party pooper. Why is he so melodramatic? You died with a drink in your hand. What else you want? At least you had a whiskey. You know? Not everyone's so lucky. I like how there's sounds of like sex in the background. Sounds of fucking in the background. They're so happy to be dead. Hello. These fucking bums, man. They don't. Their whole bit does not need to be in this movie. I'm sorry, those bums don't belong. I sound like. We want you to kill yourself. That was a long conversation about how to kill yourself. How is Jack talking without lips? You ever tried to speak without lips? No, you haven't. But you should, because then you'll understand the point I'm trying to make. Lips play a large part in our speech patterns. Syntax. Pronunciation. I'm just saying. A car crash. She's so happy. I'm telling you, I've done research on this. You go on the deep web, you order yourself a fucking can of nitrous oxide, and you peacefully go to sleep forever. Oh, did I give too many people ideas right now? You can pretty much do the same thing with a car in the garage. Just go to sleep forever. Painless, easy. Look at how the moon came out. Uh-oh. Those people, like those patrons in the porn theater should have been jerking it. I know, here's Eric mentioned masturbation. Big surprise! But why are they in the porn theater if not to jerk it, right? That's why I go to porn theaters. I sit in the back row in the dark in my trench coat, and I just whip it out. And I start yelling. I start beating it. I'm yelling. I'm wolfing out. That's what I'm going to do from now on. I'm going to go to porn theaters. I guess they exist. Just sit in the back and yell, I'm wolfing out. And just howl. Let's see what happens. John Landis did a service to humanity by bringing horror to the masses by wrapping it up in a little bit more of an enjoyable or a little bit more pleasant, I guess, wrapping of comedy. I think that's how that works. John Landis brought horror to a larger audience by adding comedic elements, is the way I feel about it. And I thank him for that. Again, every time somebody says Jesus Christ, take a drink. About to see the shot of the wolf. This is a good one. That thing looks gnarly. That's the thing about that wolf, is it fucking looks gnarly. It's gnarly. Oh my God, just the teeth on it. Just the fucking teeth on it. The eyes look absolutely evil. Its snarl is evil. Ears are all back like it's just ready to fucking attack at all times. This thing is gnarly. Bookshop. Did you see that? Bookshop. It said. They didn't put a lot of effort into that prop. Just bookshop. Wolfen. Oh, there goes your head, guy. Your head's gone now. You're dead. Sorry, guy. Oh, look at it. Looks hot. This is great. Chaos. Fucking love it. Oh, and the editing, the timing of the edits. Just smash, 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 crash, crash. They don't waste no time. There's John. Just fucking mass insanity. I love it. I needed a drink to that. Some sort of mad dog. Immediately she's like, David. I don't love him. I just love his doggy style. I guess his wolfy style? What would you call that? Like, hey, baby, you want to do it werewolf style? You want to wear a wolf? You know what I mean? You know what I was saying? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no more. Anyway. Oh my god, I can't believe we're at the end of this movie. This is another thing. This is a problem here. I don't have many issues with this movie. Just a few minor things that I would say that need to be improved. But this ending just fucking rushes on you. It just comes so fast. I feel like there needs to be more. There's something more that needs to be here. It just kind of rushes right to the climax. I think that's just the nature of the movie and the pacing of it, and how he didn't want to reveal stuff too fast. Still, all that'll get talked about in the review unless I forget, which is always a possibility, guys. I will take so much, like weeks prepping for some shit. And I have notes even right in front of my face when I record a review. And I'll cover 90% of everything. And I still always miss something. Even written on my notes right in front of my face while doing the review, I somehow still miss something always, every time. It's just a tradition at this point, and we accept it now. Because we don't have a choice. Look at this hottie. She wants a quickie real quick. A quickie real quick. Ha! 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 That was funny. But seriously though, she wants some of that wolf action. Oh, that thing looks so fucking gnarly. You never want to encounter that wolf. It's never having a good day. It's not in a good mood. It doesn't care about anything other than ripping you to shreds. No, that pissed him off. Seriously, she's so under this guy's animal magnetism spell that she just professed her love to a giant dog. Oh, he looks so peaceful. Oh, she said, "Oh no, my werewolf boyfriend's dead. Whatever shall I do?" Like, what the fuck? The only dog I ever loved. I was gonna take him for walks and like it's gonna be great. Clean up after him. After he takes a big fucking werewolf dump in the neighbor's yard. What was she thinking was going to happen? Was there like a possibility of a relationship there? She must have really liked that wolf sex. She really liked those wolf nards. To this day, she's still crying. Best sex I ever had. I miss it. Oh, Lord. Okay. Whew. Well, that was the definition of a drunkentary, I think. That was Eric being drunk. No mistaking that. You can't misinterpret that for anything else, but Eric just being wasted. Oh, it went by so fast. That was lovely. Thank you for joining me, you fucking silly freaks. Hope you enjoyed all my sex puns and euphemisms and all the other embarrassing shit I had to say. Alright, I'm going to finish my Pabst. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Wolf Nards.